leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss. Now you counting stars. Should've practiced more. Should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. Dropping in for a late nighter. Salute to everyone that's on deck. OG Mr. Golden on deck. I see you, man. Mike on deck. What's good? I see you. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Errol Spence Jr., okay? He had a fight with a guy that we what's the guy's name? Terrence Bud Crawford. Yes. Him and Crawford had a fight last year, which I deemed it the T-Mobile massacre due to the vicious assault that took place inside the Four Corners in Vegas, the T-Mobile Arena. Deemed the T-Mobile massacre after it was all said and done. It was a fight that was in the making for years upon years. But I'm not here to take you down the bloody trail of memories. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to tell you a story. I'm here to ask a question or two or three, right? Since that moment, we've seen Errol Spence be wheeled out of a medical facility, supposedly. I don't know. It could have been a Publix. It could have been a goddamn a Whole Foods store. For all we know, we don't know. But and then we seen him show up at a fight with Vegas after the Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fedor fight. He said that he'd be next. A lot of people felt good just to see his face in public and everything because they haven't seen him so long and they was missing and they was getting moist. You know what I'm saying? They was looking like honeydew in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't seen their Savior, their God, their King, their Lord. They haven't seen him, y'all. So, and then, he had to pop up and show face because his fighter, Frank Martin, was about to step in there with El Chin Checker himself, Gervonta Tank Davis. Then I found out that he did an interview with one of his previous opponents, Shawn Showtime Porter. They fought back in September 28, 2019. Errol Spence Jr. won that by a split decision. Okay? A split decision due to Porter being dropped in round 11. That was for the IBF and the WBC welterweight world championships. All right? Y'all still with me? This way it gets a little interesting. What we know from the T-Mobile massacre is that both fighters have been seen walking amongst us. Okay, both fighters. That's Terrence Crawford and that's Errol Spence. Okay, Errol Spence Jr. has been very, very withdrawn or closed down, snobbish a bit, unwilling to take us back down memory lane and talk about that fight. Especially as media, people want to know what's been on your mind. And first, when we saw the signs of the red flags was when PBC absolutely omitted the fight from viewing pleasure. They omitted the fight. Why can't we see the fight out here? Where's the fight? And anybody who try to post the fight get copyright strike. That's not playing by the rules. That's not fair at all. Seriously, that's not fair at all. Because, they was talking about how Crawford needs to sign with PBC. He needs to be a part of Premier Boxing Champions. He need to be over there and sign he signed a 2-fight deal. He signed. He sealed the deal. He signed with concessions. He signed, y'all. Did he not? He signed a 2-fight deal over there. And went in there and signed his knuckle prints all on Errol Spence's freaking forehead. Did he get in trouble for signing the wrong document once the fight was made? I'm just curious. Did he sign the wrong document? Like, was he not supposed to stamp his knuckle print on freaking Errol Spence's head to have the aerosexuals talking about he had loaded gloves and contraband? Errol Spence was weight drained and all that. Did Terrence Crawford use a foreign? Do they think it was a foreign contraband of like a foreign object or something like that? Those goddamn paws that he had inside his gloves. The reason why I'm asking, because I'm trying to understand how much power does Terrence Crawford actually possess amongst mortals. The reason why I'm asking you this is that Shawn Porter, along with many others, but Shawn Porter, a common opponent of Errol Spence, recently did an interview with Errol Spence. And this is what we've been waiting on. This is what we've been waiting on right here. And waiting for him to bless an aerosexual. We've been waiting for him to come in here and goddamn allow them to ask him the Q&A. Goddamn it, we've been waiting for this moment. Man, we've been waiting to hear what he has to say. And then when I seen him pop at the Porterway podcast, I say, my nigga. My nigga. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. You finally show up after that fight last year. I know you had it in you, dog. I know you did. All you have to do is just get your eyes fixed and everything and come on here. I understand where you at with it now. You just had to take some time off. That's all you had to do. You had to get yourself together. Now you're here. So I'm thinking, right, y'all? I'm saying to myself, I know Shawn Porter gonna talk about the fight. I know Shawn Porter gonna talk about the fight, shawty. You gonna talk about this fight because we've been waiting for him to be, to go in detail like he did when he was on his way back. Once the Crawford Spence fight, he went on AO, on the rocks with AO, and he told her all the things that he felt the people want to know, and him having accidents and not and taking training serious and all that. He went in there and poured out his heart on his girl's platform to raise her platform up. I don't know what happened since then, but anyway, back to the middle, the target precedents. Back. I just knew Shawn Porter was gonna give it to us. He was gonna be professional. I knew he was gonna present the right questions. Okay, because let me show something to you right quick. Okay, let me show something to you right quick now. Let me show something to you right quick. This is essential. This is mandatory that I show you this. Okay, so you can know that I'm not fabricating anything or presenting you with false material. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to, no way, shape, or form, try to submit legal paperwork for a civil suit saying I led you on. Okay? All right. Hold on for a second. Let me find this motherfucker. Let me see where it's at. Where you at? God damn it. Hold up, man. Hold up, shawty. Hold up. Hold up, man. Come on, man. Well, where you go? They take it down and edit it? They might have took it down and edited it. Hold on for a second. Okay, let me try this out right. Let me try this then. Okay. Oh, hold on. They must be editing it. Let me see. This was recent. This is recent. Let's see. Yeah, they must be editing it. Yeah. They must be editing it. Because this is the same outfit that Errol Spence had on. No wonder the video wouldn't come up. God damn it. Let's see. Let me go right here right quick, and then I'm just going to leave it alone, man. They must be clipping it. I think they're clipping it. For real. Yeah, they're clipping it. I might just... God damn it. Let's see something right quick. So let me get back to the scheme of things. Okay, so Shawn Porter recently, several days ago had, Errol Spence on there. So as you're looking at the thumbnail, his title was, talk to Errol Spence about epic fight. He pretty much put clickbait up there, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling you out on that, Shawn Porter. You put clickbait up there as if to draw the people in that you was going to talk to him about Crawford Spence. Yes, you did. You put clickbait up there. Real talk. And you know damn well the fans wants to hear you talk about and ask Crawford the question since he's been, like he don't know English no more. Like he didn't want to dang speak about that moment. I thought one of his good best friends would definitely, get it out of him. But you know what, people? I mean, every time I hear that shit, man, I want to get my Terrence Howard on their ass, man. When I talk about mathematical equations and everything, all this shit don't add up, man. I'm motherfucking pissed, man. I took off work early and everything else, sat in the car, man. It was 90 degrees in this bitch, man. And I wanted to say, okay, Shawn Porter's gonna sit up here and ask Errol Spence about that night, man. I've been waiting on that night. Me and my girl rolled up, man. You know what I'm saying? We won some money on that fight, man. Ask him. Go ahead, Shawn Porter. Ask him about that night, man. I want to hear what he got to say, man. Because it's hard out here being Errol Spence after that fight, man. He can't walk around in Texas the same way, man. So pretty much, I thought and assumed loosely. I was gullible. Looking at the title, it was he's gonna talk about the epic fight. But he was talking about him and Spence. He fooled the people. And I'm definitely gonna let him know about it. Because he fooled the people. He's gonna say, well, I didn't tell you who it was gonna be about. But anybody, you're following 2019. We're midway through 2024, and you made it seem like you was going to talk about Crawford. You had us believe you was going to talk to Errol Spence about Crawford. And you did not ask him anything, bro. How much power do this man have? Man, how long have we been waiting? You know, I mean, like I said, man, I got a lot of people to blame on this shit, right? A lot of people. But when you have a leader, supposedly their leader, and he don't want to talk about a fight, and the fight's been taken down. Oh my God. You know, boxing is getting bad, man. We got people that want to submit paperwork to take fights down. You know, you got fighters that just want to, you know, change up. I mean, the sport isn't regulated, but we got fighters that don't even want to talk about certain other fighters that's in a weight class, i.e. Canelo Alvarez, putting out preconditions to the media. If you ask this, you know what I'm saying, your credentials will be revoked. That's what they told him over there at PBC. Your credentials will be revoked. You will be removed from the facility. Try me. I will treat you like a Decepticon. You know what I'm saying? Like, fighters these days are giving preconditions. We thought for sure Shawn Porter was going to talk to Spence about July 29, 2023. And this Negro didn't ask this dude nothing about the fight. How can you sit up there and chop it up with Spence and don't give the public what we want to hear? How can that be, man? How can you not give the public what we want to know? We are lost, you know, on the other side. You want us to support you on the Sebastian Fundora fight. And I'm really having a one-on-one with self. And I'm saying this nigga don't care, bro. This dude don't care about what his fans think. He's really on his way out the door. He can care less to talk about that night. Look, can you imagine how it's gonna be on media day? Oh, they already got it locked in. They're gonna make sure they scrub the media list. This is how pathetic media credentials over there has gotten with the approval. They're going to scrub the list, and they're going to give you preconditions. They're going to say, do not, and I mean do not ask Errol Spence anything about Crawford. I mean, they're basically censoring media. You know what I'm saying? They're censoring media. They're basically impeding the First Amendment, but also there's like a microcosm to that. There's a sublet to that. They're saying, well, we are putting on the fight. So whatever freedom of speech that you think you can have it outside these doors. But in here, we're going to give you a precondition that you're not going to ask him a question about Terrence Crawford. So I was disappointed in Shawn Porter. I was absolutely disappointed that he didn't have a conversation with his boy, sitting there, headphones on, Porter Way podcast and all this. And then you don't even want to drill Spence about that night when both of y'all have fought Crawford. Crawford is for both of y'all have fought Crawford, and both of you all will stop. Shawn Porter has a little bit of bragging rights because he went to the 10th round, and Errol Spence, you know, you was out in Nueve. You went out in Nueve. He went out in the 9th round. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Shawn Porter can say, hey, I wasn't knocked down until the 10th. It's a little bit of bragging rights back and forth. It would have been good for them to bullshit each other. But guess what? I guess I have to wait till I'm 70-some years old. You know what I'm saying? I guess I got to wait till I'm 70 plus years old for them to get older. And then they come back and have a round table. And then talk about some points that now they're willing to talk about. The untold story of Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Why was the fight removed? What was he thinking during the fight? How did he recover? How tough was it for him to continue to walk around in Texas? What were some of your darkest moments? Oh, they're gonna have some teenager who just started doing, just made it to having her own talk show, and they're gonna have her freaking, commentating or mediating the entire meeting. Somebody who don't know shit about boxing. They're gonna be about, you give Spence about 15, 20 years, goddamn it. You have to rethink, is it gonna be a robot next to him? And him talking, and then the robot say, what he meant to say is he's happy to be here. He wants to say hello to all his fans and those who supported him when he was active as a professional. He said he knows he wants to tell you about July 29th, 2023. He's okay now. He will talk. Yes, he feels that he owe it to the people to now talk about the infamous T-Mobile massacre. But he warns you, these pictures you're about to see are graphic. Boy, you better stop it, man. Scotty, stop it. Had enough of that. Stop goofing off, man. Anyway, let me get to the chat, man. You good from your accident, OG? How you feel? Who had the accident? Shout out to Blue Hustle in the building. Salute to you, brother. Yeah, Porter misses on an opportunity to get Errol on that fight. Point of view on that fight. And pick his brain a bit about the time afterwards. Yeah, man. Real talk, man. I didn't appreciate it at all because his title was, he was going to talk about the epic fight. The only epic fight that we know that he would even have any association with is Errol Spence Crawford. Nobody's not dipping back to 2019, September 2019 for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about that, but he played us, man. Shawn Porter's played us. That's Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He did some Hollywood shit, and he didn't care, and it went down the way it went down. Errol Spence don't want to talk about that night. I don't want a dog because they did get in there. Errol Spence got off the canvas several times. These fighters be acting funny, bro. I'm just going to put it out. These fighters be acting funny. Even the ones you rock with heavy, they be acting funny. You got these little cliques to be talking about people behind their back, trying to, pick and choose who they want to talk. Man, I've been around it. I may talk about this situation, but it's pitiful, bro. You fall in front of millions. You got paid off millions. Consumers that chose to tune in, right? But yet the fight is taken down because it didn't go their way. If Crawford would have been on this role reversal, he was the losing fighter. That fight would be broadcast all around, nationally, globally. You know what I'm saying? It would be all around the world. They'll still be running replays up to this Sebastian Fundora fight. They'll absolutely have Crawford on blast. Absolutely, bro. It wouldn't be one show or anything where you couldn't see this. You know what I'm saying? You would see that fight blasted all over every broadcast. He would have been on freaking podcasts and all that talking about, oh, take us to the beginning, man. Take us to the beginning when you start to loosen up. Take us to the 4th round, man. That's when you was able to score. That was just a round. It's all you. They would have been happy. Spence would have been talking to Clears. Well, I'll tell you, I didn't think I could pull it off. I knew there was nobody on his resume that can beat me, but I knew I could beat everybody on his resume. So therefore, something clicked in my head, and on the fourth round, I just started to turn it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a southpaw. I don't know if you watch. I'm a very aggressive, educated jab. I come forward. You know what I'm saying? And I really put the pressure on. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pressure cooker in there, and that's my main goal. I want to cook Crawford. You know, Errol Spence would have been talking very clear. He would have been on podcast after podcast. He might have dipped in here into YTC and showed us some love. But Shawn Porter, you wrong for that. For real. You wrong for that, bro. You wrong for even, tempting us like that to believe that you was gonna have Errol Spence. Now, you tempt old cats, mature cats. We like, fuck it, next time. I don't want to hear what you got to say no more. Because y'all niggas running around here like boxing has changed, and media is always gonna be on a leash with us. You know what I'm saying? They can't do shit. It's up to us on whether we want to go over there and show them attention. And that's why I always try to tell these cats, they give us little small information. We run like ants. You know what I'm saying? A fighter shout your name out. They come close to being related to you. We never gonna be brothers like that. But if you messing with a genuine dude, when it comes to media and everything, and they mature, and they pretty much they rock with you heavy, and they ain't gonna surprise you with no bullshit. I mean, these fighters were more about clout, giving a channel clout. Nigga like me retired. You know what I'm saying? I retired at 37 years old. What clout am I looking for? I treat people like they want to be treated, bro. These fighters don't care about no vet. I didn't go around here saying, oh, the vet this, the vet that. No. These fighters, if they mad at you, they mad at you. They don't give a damn. But until they meet somebody of high priority, hey, this is little Johnny. You know what happened to him? His parents left him in the goddamn park. Johnny had to swing all by himself. His parents left him there. He was raised by wolves. Johnny had it so tough. If you see him biting on trees and stuff like that, just give him time. We slowly but surely acclimate him back into the human life. I mean, get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? If they had a kid come up here and they want to start another division after him for whatever reason, all these fighters want to take advantage of that. They act like they support vets, but only when the camera rolling. They don't care what combat you've been in. They don't care what comrades you lost. But, Shawn Porter knew damn well we wanted to hear about Spence. We wanted to hear about July 29th. And you up there talking on some bullshit, you and him. Then nobody want to hear about y'all. We already know about y'all. The fight is out there. What we want to know is we want to be able to see. We want to be able to see this fight again. We're approaching the 1 year anniversary, and you're trying to tell me they're gonna keep this fight off of the World Wide Web forever? For real? That's some pussy boy shit, boy. Serious. That's just some goofy shit right there. I'm serious, man. And what does this shit come to? You know what I'm saying? It might have helped other fighters deal with taking their first loss, knowing what Errol went through, if he would have talked about it. But that lets you know he's still hurting from it. Man, talk your shit, man. Talk that shit. Drop them on their head, dog. Drop them on their MFing head, Carlos. For real. It might have, look, another fighter may not have used it as therapy, but it at least could have gave them an outlet and put it in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're looking at something, you can hit the replay and you can say, damn, okay. Damn, he took punishment. If he can take that punishment and keep on, you know what I'm saying? It would have gave them some motivation, maybe some inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Something. They want to take it down, and they want to deny access, man. Oh man, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. T Young in the building. What's good? Rob in the building. What's good? No, I'm not dropping the link tonight. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, unless it's the weekend, I'm not dropping the link, bro. You know what I'm saying? I am not dropping the link. Sometimes I have my baby with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stay on here and goddamn got shit in the sheets, man. My girl be like, mine. Hey, I be telling her, hey, don't let me get off this chair, man. You don't ever interrupt me while I'm doing a live, man. Bitch, you shut up there and goddamn wait till I'm finished, man. Don't you ever goddamn embarrass me like that again, man. What's good? Big Blunts and Boxing in the building. Salute. What's good? What's good? But I felt some type of way. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because now that I'm looking at this shit, they editing it. Right. Hold on for a second. Hold on. No, they talking about who has a better resume. No, I want to see what I seen earlier. Bro. Let me see. Well, I want you to. Damn, I wanted to play the audio so you can hear this shit, man. I wanted to play the audio so you can hear this stuff. So we can get an understanding how his recovery is. You know, just like Carlos said, man, like, you know, it would have been good if he can even give us a timeline. You know, Shawn Porter said, will a fight ever be, you know, posted out there for the public to access? Or they're not going to do it? That would have been a good question for those media that's going to be over there at PBC. Ask him that. Ask him to push for that fight to be, you know, over there and see what he says, because, you know, how can we respect that you went in there and you was a warrior, but yet after it's all said and done, you don't want us to remember that night? Man, that sucks, bro. You don't want us to remember that night, bro? Why not, man? Let us remember the night. Let us remember the evening in question. Let us remember that moment. January 29th, man. T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. The fight where everybody ceased what they was doing to pay attention. When everybody, even when the undercard was going, they stayed in the close proximity. They had people updating them. Those people, those individuals, boxing fans that was at work or they was on their way back. Hey man, I'm on my way. Has it started yet? All right, cool. I'm on my way. You had people that got speeding tickets trying to get home to see this fight, bro. You had people wreck their vehicle trying to get home to see this fight. And what you do? They remove it. That's just straight up selfish, bro. Straight up selfish, man. They're going to sit up there and have everybody believing that you're going to talk about an epic fight. And then you start talking about you and him fighting in 2019. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of here, man. That is one of the biggest bullshit, man. I'm serious. I feel some type of way. I do. I feel some type of way, man. You know, why is this a forbidden language, bro? You got xenophilia. You know, when it comes to Errol Spence, y'all can't talk about, you know, that fight when his name is in the freaking topic. What you gonna do when you have a freaking presser? You gonna censor the media? You're not gonna be able to ask any questions, just like they said when Spence was on stage with Frank Martin. No questions, right? So he left, and nobody was really drilling him about Crawford questions because they got the orders, man. All them interviews he did, oh, it's all about Frank Martin. Man, bullshit, Errol. Bro, you goddamn fought the fight, man. You showed you wasn't no bitch. You came up short, but you fought a tough fight, bro. We respect you for that. But this is nonsense, man. What y'all doing is depriving Crawford of a special moment in his career of a fighter that y'all believe that he couldn't beat. He didn't have the talent to beat. And you felt that Spence was a much more accomplished fighter, even though Crawford already had 2 divisions under his belt. prior to moving up to 147 and undisputed. Y'all said it didn't matter. He ain't fought nobody. Y'all depriving that man from an intricate part of his history. And that, my friends, is being selfish. That's absolutely being selfish, bro. Shout out to Cooper in the building. What's good? Lash Puma on deck. What's good with it? That's unacceptable. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's unacceptable. You're gonna goddamn keep this shit away. You know what I'm saying? Since you're gonna keep it away, goddamn it, I'm gonna keep on showing the pictures. Y'all depriving this man right here, Terrence Bud Crawford, undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Undefeated. He gave you your first L. Errol Spence couldn't run the court and file some papers and tell him, no, I want this a no contest. Why? You heard what everybody was saying. I was weight drained. His gloves from the Avanesian fight, he wore the same gloves on the day he fought me. I talked with Avanesian. He said they hurt. And when he hit me, it was hurting. I asked the commission to impound him. They said there's nothing wrong with the gloves. Oh, Crawford paid him off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, take your licking and keep on ticking, bro. The man outboxed you. Him and the mad scientist outboxed you. Period. They outfought you. You know what I'm saying? Bomac gave pure instructions. They prepared themselves as if you was that dude, and they had to go in there and break you down and shock the world. That's what called a student of the game is, bro. Crawford didn't come in there and say at the end of the fight, well, I looked past him. I looked past him. It was a bad night. No. You see, what people are mad about Crawford is that he continued to make things look a little bit too easy. That's what he does. He makes things look too easy. And when they look on Errol Spence's resume and see his last fight was Terrence Crawford, and it's in red, Terrence Crawford make things look too easy. And then people feel some type of way because they say the more and more he fights, he's 36 years old. Is this a guy who can potentially, if he chooses to, get close to that 52-0? Like Ricardo Lopez. You thought I was going to say Floyd Money Mayweather. Ricardo Lopez retired at 52-0. I'm just saying. But, massaging his waist with both his hands, gesturing, give me the title, I'm going that title. Type, I'm coming for that fucking belt. That's what you said. But after the day hit and you finally ran into this Omaha monster, he turned the hashtag strap season into patch season, because that was the time we seen you being rolled out of freaking the Whole Food store, from going in there getting some organic ice to put on your motherfucking face. You know what I'm saying? Mr. I don't want to see the fight posted on there. You know what I'm saying? That was in the contract. Yeah, that's what we want to hear you say. We want to hear you say, the reason, well, Al, the man that ain't nobody seen since last December, in the contract, he said that, if I lose and I lose goddamn bad, don't post the fight. Come on, man. Turn that jab into a hook. Come on, Crawford. Turn that jab into a hook. Do y'all think by looking at this picture he turned that jab into a hook? I mean, come on, man. This give me Batman vibes. This give me the spirit of Halloween. I want to dress up this year, for real, in honor of Crawford becoming a 4 division champion. You know what I'm saying? And fresh off the 1 year anniversary, I want to be the Joker. Yeah, I wanna goddamn dress up for Halloween to say, looking at this picture, because I remember all the damn rhetoric that has came. Like, look at what Crawford did. I blame him. DJ couldn't get it back right. Supposedly it ain't a fighter in his gym except those damn, You know what I'm saying? Ants and spiders that's in there fighting for freaking territory. I mean, supposedly Ryan Garcia ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? The rise and the crash out phase that happened after Bomac. I blame Bomac too because he said no more hiding, no more hiding. He said, you have went up. You never went up against me nor my staff. You shit. Hey, right then and there, it took me right to the movie 300 when they shot them arrows in the air and it blacking out the sun and they put them shields up and the arrows came down and the men start laughing. I guess we're gonna fight in the shade. Yeah, that's what Errol Spence was doing on this night. He was fighting in the shade because every time that he wanted to peek up and see where Crawford was, that glove was in his face. You know what I'm saying? Fighting in the shade, you know what I'm saying, with the crimson mask on, it looked a little different. You know what I'm saying? Look at this right here. How many hooks are gonna juke? Crawford was juking with the hooks. The juking with the juking with the juking with juking with it, juking with it, juking with it. He was juking with the hooks. You know what I'm saying? He was juking with the hooks. You know? And then when it came down from assessing the damage, this right here was one of those moments where this is the first time I actually seen a fighter show us the soles of his shoe, red bottoms. He looking up at Crawford, who is on his way to the neutral corner. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a moment of silence. I just wanted to close my eyes so I can hear the roar of the crowd when Crawford drops Spence like this. That's all. I just want to hear the roar of the crowd. You know, I mean, because it's a million thoughts that I think about that Spence could have been looking up at Crawford and said, I never thought in a million years since that meeting that we had in Oklahoma when he said he was going to stop me. And I said, on God, you ain't going to stop me. Man, he was right. Oh, boy was right. He's going to stop me. And ain't nothing I can do about it. This dude is about to stop me. How dare he wear a fishnet to the ring? I'm serious, y'all. It may seem like I'm making light of this, but how dare he wear a fishnet to the ring? I mean, this is amazing work, bro. This is amazing work. Look at these money shots, man. Look, if that would have been me with these money shots, I wouldn't have came back on the YTC, man. I would have put this into a compilation and I would have posted this on freaking IG every single day with my watermark splattered all over it. Yes. I would have been getting leathers. Excuse me. It would have been like, WCS, take the pictures down. We get the picture to. Excuse me, Mr. White. Yes, thank you for your service. Do you have a moment to speak to us right quick? First of all, you never said what this was about, first of all. And you have all these briefcases in your hand, so that couldn't be good. We just want to talk to you. Is there any deal that we can make for you to stop posting these pictures? See, we gave you credentials. We approve you for credentials, but you are over the top, dog. Don't you think you should give some type of relief? You're over the top. We talked to EJ the other day, and he's really going through different type of anxiety. I say, well, check this out. If that's indeed the case, tell them to put the fight back up there, and I won't have to keep posting these pics, okay? Put the fight back up there. Do it for the fans, because you cheated the fans who paid for the fight. But yet, when it was all said and done, it didn't work out in your favor. You want to remove the fight from history. honest to me, EJ Hart not in the fight game. He wants to focus on being a promoter. Well, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? If EJ wants to be a promoter, cool. But a good way to get that off the lunch pad, right, is to put this fight up here and promote honor and goodwill to boxers who's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Promote it. Say, listen, at first I was stubborn about this fight, but as time went by, yeah, it was good for me to post this fight back up there for the better good of the boxing fans. It was. It's just selfish for him to remove this fight from globally from the fans. Period. Now, I do know people who have to fight. I do have to fight. You know, I do. But I know if it comes down to me even posting, it's no need for me to post the audio. There's no need for me to post the audio. If I post any part of the video up here, I'm getting copyright strike. Period. Period. That's just the way it is, man. Shout out to Conquest in the building, man. I see you on deck. Salute, bro. I mean, this was artistry at its best. This was combat execution at its best. This was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? The way it played out, the whole storyline, the intrigue, everything, and how you had the good and the bad, man. You know what I'm saying? You both had careers of two different fighters, two different paths, you know what I'm saying, that made their way up to this point. A rivalry that blossomed without either fighter taking a single punch in the ring. You know what I'm saying? This was built up from the outside in, not from the inside the ring and then out and people talking about the first fight. This was built from the outside in, bro. Shout out to the MACKMOBB on deck. The Mac Mob is in the building. What's good with it, B Mac? He said, OGW says, what's good? The Mac Mob is on deck. One love to you in the chat, no doubt, man. Salute to you, brother. As always, for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about, you know, what's right. We want them to release the footage. Shawn Porter pretended like he was gonna talk about the epic fight, but yet he was talking about him and Spence's fight. He played us. He played us. You know what I'm saying? He played us big time. He played us. And see, I think he got some backlash for that because the video is not even up. If you run to the video, let me know. I don't see the video up anymore. For real, I don't see the video up anymore. Let me see if I have. Hold on. Let me see that I screenshot because I think I. Hold up, man. I think I. God damn it. Didn't screenshot. I could have sworn I screenshot that bitch, man. Damn. Well, I wanted you to see the title. And he probably got some backlash from that title. Real talk. He probably got some backlash. Mm-hmm. And they probably took it down and clipped it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay in the building. What's good, man? Yeah, no more hiding, man. No more hiding. He told him straight up. That was legendary what Bo Mac told him. You know what I'm saying? Legendary. Legendary. He said, you never went up against me nor my staff. Sit back and let us show you how it's done. This is the man who already had Jamel Charlo, supposedly, in his stable, who was already undisputed. And then they was here for Errol Spence to attempt to become undisputed. The reason why he shut down Mel Charlo because Mel Charlo won with DJ the whole camp when he went in there and rematched against Brian Castano. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't there. It's a lot that was going on. You know, he was over there training with Ronnie Shields partially. You know what I'm saying? Dan Tan in the building. What's good with it, bro? Bud trash talking Mel doing it after the fight was classic. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It was a lot of classic. See, it was just a lot of classic material. Can you imagine if you know the build up to Crawford's fight, right? With Madrimov, they're able to play that. I wonder if he's going to be able to use that content. Is it even accessible for Crawford, like in all access? Is it even accessible for him to use for his upcoming fight? Because he's going to be in the ring before Spence. Spence keep talking about October, November, because he never can tell you when the fight going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly, I mean, it would be good if he's able to use that footage, man. But I don't think he's going to. Hope you're just playing about that fight. What fight? I hope you just, let me see, is that blood on Crawford's sock? Hey, listen. If you are looking at this from afar, right? And you are asking a question about a spec, one of the many specs that was a part of this night, yeah. You don't have to ask that question. You asking a rhetorical question. Yes, it was blood on Crawford's sock. What look, the blood got to have somewhere to go. When Crawford was hitting him with all those flush shots, look at that. Look at this. This is beautiful work, man. I know people want to look at it and say, hey, man, you rubbing it in the ground, man. Yeah. It is beautiful work. Look at that. Look at all the crimson mass, man, of bloodshed. Some people say they want to get it back in blood. Crawford never said he wanted to get this fight in blood. He just went in there and showed you. If it's blood you want, it's blood you get. Crawford didn't say anything about. I heard what he said. He said he gonna break me like Conta. Okay. All right, cool. All right, y'all keep on talking about this slave. Okay. He went in there and proved it. Man, come on, man. This was a magnificent fight, bro. And they stripped it from our freaking archives right now. And the only time I think, I'm just guessing, that the only time it's gonna come back is when both fighters retire. That's all. Because people would absolutely use this against Errol Spence going into that Sebastian Fundora fight. Absolutely. Crawford, they would use it to for him in his replay and what he did to Spence. I'm telling you, man. Come on, man. Crawford put on a masterful display. I can look at these pictures forever. Hold on for a second, y'all. My fault, y'all. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Like, I don't know why we gotta be the ones, the consumers, that get jacked over all the time. We did what we have to do. We sure did. We did what we had to do. We supported the fight, but yet we don't have the opportunity to relive the fight. We don't have no power like that. You don't want us to relive the fight because we're gonna repost and repost and repost. Look, nothing should have that much power over the promotional energy that y'all supposed to have. Y'all supposed to be able to lift this up regardless. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you shouldn't have to banish or restrict the fight from being played as if it's going to affect the fighter heading into his next fight. I mean, he's on his way out the door. Why he didn't even talk about the Spence versus Crawford fight at all? No, man. It's almost like it was a banned, forbidden language, man. Real talk. See, if he would have said anything, I would have played the audio. I would have played the audio, but then I end up, putting this thumbnail up here because I felt some type of way. I was like, the whole thing you want to say you're going to talk about an epic fight, but yet you talk about you and Spence fighting in 2019. Clickbait. Clickbait. They don't want to talk about nothing about Crawford, bro. Is Spence looking for a trainer or did he choose Roy? First of all, he wasn't there to choose Roy Jones. And shout out and God bless Roy Jones, incident that happened with his son and all that. So, blessings to him and his family. But he wasn't looking for Roy Jones. It's just, I talked to Roy. There's a lot of haters that want to stay in the past. You know what I'm saying? The ones that, pretty much was trying to dog Roy out for what happened with a fighter that was training with him. But yet all of a sudden, the fighter that they are, that they freaking support now is potentially or possibly gonna have Roy Jones training. But Roy told me it's nothing in stone yet. EJ is still, trying to make up his mind on what he want to do. I'm gonna tell you like this: in order for him to, because he has a lot of time. I hope he don't squander these weeks. But he need to get with somebody out of Texas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie Shields was Maul Charlo's trainer at one point in time. He even told Maul to go down to Roy Jones' place and get away from Texas. That's when you seen Roy with a clear head. I mean, Maul with a clear head. He showed up to Vegas when his brother was fighting Canelo, clear head. Eyes wasn't glossy, all of that. He was in a good headspace, bro. He was in a good headspace, bro. But then everything else, hey, you know what I'm saying? So I will keep you posted. He actually hit me back. He sent me a text yesterday. But I'll let y'all know what comes of that because he know I want to know. I was talking, I reached out to him when the picture hit, and that's when he was telling me, and then his situation happened with his son. So yeah, I keep y'all definitely posted on what's gonna happen with that. There's a lot of haters out there saying there's nothing that Roy can teach him. That can go for any fighter. That can go for any fighter. Yeah, Spence has been in the game for a long time. That can go for any fighter. But if a fighter really want to learn something new, they can come in there and learn and go in there and look way different than they did before. I'm not saying, you gotta understand this. He's already has the fundamentals. He competing on a high level. Him being Spence, he already know how to box. It's just how he's gonna apply the way he boxes heading in there with Sebastian Fundora. Entirely different structure, entirely, taller frame, longer reach. All you gotta do, just like Fundora, if Fundora can be known for fighting on the inside all the time, right? If he can go in there and use the jab on Tim Tszyu on short notice, you trying to tell me Fundora's smarter than you, Spence? You trying to tell me in that short period of time he can come in there with Tim Tszyu and say, I'm gonna use my jab, 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 and you can't learn nothing new for Fundora? You can't learn nothing? If Fundora can learn that in a short period of time to fight Tszyu, you can't learn nothing, new to fight Fundora? Yeah, you can. You just got to be willing to take that risk to do it. Trick Noti, the Oracle, is in the building. What's good with it, Trick? Man, hope all is well with you. I know you at the job, man. What's good with it? Tell them strippers I said what's up, man. I'll be by there probably in a month or so, man. Have the VIP cleaned out for me, dog. I'm getting the regular, 15-piece wing. You know what I'm saying? And some teriyaki rice. You know what I'm saying? Teriyaki chicken with the rice and vegetables. Yeah. We're going to have a little fiesta. What's good with you, bro? Shout out to D-Ray live on the drive, man. Salute to you. Shout out to Omaha in the building. Yeah, man, you kind of came on the end of it. I was just trying to, and Trick of all people, I was just telling them how Shawn Porter did a podcast with Errol Spence as his guest, and he put up there in the topic talk about the epic fight, but yet he was talking about himself. I guess the people gave him a freaking backlash because the video ain't up there right now. Not from what I see. They might be slicing it up and all that, but it ain't up there right now. So, he gave us some clickbait material. He dangled a carrot in front of us, and they was up there talking about 2019, and people was killing them in the comments. What's wrong with y'all? Why nobody want to talk about the Crawford fight? How you gonna do a whole podcast and shit and don't ask that man nothing about July 29, 2023, man? God damn, man. Like, you trying to tell me Crawford got that much power over you? When he here, I shut up, but when he leave, I'll talk again. Y'all ain't talking about the fight? This man's about to go in here and have a whole nother fight, and we can't even freaking pull up the fight on the anniversary. The 1 year anniversary is coming up quick in a hurry. We can't even freaking pull it up, man. Let me go out here and see. One more game. Let me go out here and check. Maybe something has happened since I was on this live tonight. Let me see if I can shock myself. Let me see. They might have changed. Let me see if I can pull something up. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see. Where you at? No, I don't want to see highlights. I want to see the full fight. I don't want to see highlights. So it's some dude up here. So I don't know if they from across the waters or whatever. Let me see if this is a full fight. Cause this person, I don't know how he's able to. Somebody filmed it in the ring quality. Somebody filmed this from in the stands. Yeah, yeah. But the fight is out there, but not like we want to see it. This is not from. And it's a pretty good view. For whoever was in the stands, it seems like they're sitting in about 5 rows below the AC unit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what the sound like. You just hear the crowd noise. But yeah, they up in there. Um, that's about it. You're not gonna see the up close in the ring like we watched the fight. But somebody did post the full fight out there, and believe me, it ain't much. It ain't much. Yeah, man. Why they don't have a freaking fight up there from the promotion? That's what I wanna. That's what I wanna see. That's what I wanna see for real. I have to catch the playback for sure. Appreciate you. Shout out to the Queen Jessica in the building. Hey, definitely I'm gonna try to have these panels a bit more often. And I also want to encourage the females. You don't have to stay on that long, but it's always good to have a female perspective on boxing, especially if you know what you're talking about. It's just good to have diversity. Now, if you with your man, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you on that because shit. If I'm at home and it's this late, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna get one clap. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, I sir. You know what I'm saying? 5 minutes, like we back on the drill field. 5 minutes, I sir. Man, if you with loved ones and stuff, I get it, but I always like to you know get a male and female perspective because everybody don't think alike. That's all I'm saying. Real talk. Ben Israel, what's good? What's good, bro? They was talking about you the other day, man. Seems like you still have that unpaid debt there, Ben Israel. When are you gonna take care of that? It's a whole nother. It's about to be the 1 year anniversary, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I wish I can get my money, but ITC boxing for you. You still owe the apostles, man. Man, hit them brothers up and get them paid, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'll be good, man. Hit them brothers up, man. I'm confused on why people are scared to ask about Bud. Spence must be giving them the orders. Why would Spence give anything to Bud? I mean, he tried to give him, that attention. He tried to give him that the threat and said, that on God, you ain't gonna stop me. And you know what I'm saying? He tried to limp in with $100,000 bet, and Bud raised him 900,000. It's a lot of areas that we can revisit now. You know what I'm saying? That Spence tried to act like that he was all upset and he wanted to convince people he'd been living out of pocket. And Crawford ain't gonna take his belt off on him. Ain't your effing kid. Ain't your effing kid. He was just a mean Grinch heading into that fight. But I think it's more so PBC, TGB, rather. I think they're the ones who kept that. Crawford did what he's supposed to do. Crawford stayed in there for the rematch, and Spence didn't take it. Why are we being punished? Why they won't release the whole fight? We don't want to see a motherfucker up in the goddamn AC conductor. Nigga hanging off the motherfucking damn ceiling and shit. Hanging off the rafters. I mean, man, you can release the fight. I don't want to see no goddamn highlights. I want to see it as if the production, if the network, how they filmed it. I want to see that. That gives you the up close, not that very foggy, shit that we were seeing from that person who put the fight out there. That nigga in the 500, that nigga in the 500 row and shit. Motherfucking birds flying around and shit. Storks delivering people food. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? He dealt with your loved one, give him the 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yes, sir. It's time to get off that laptop, goddammit. I mean, that's tough. That's tough. That's a tough. You know, we live in a different era, bro. If I had any type of choice to go back to social media, I mean, no social media back in the day, or to live in this era, I'd go back to where it was back then. Easily. Easily. Everybody was outside. The women that you met, you communicated with them because you knew who they were. The hairstyles, the whole entire demeanor was different. Different. It wasn't none of this fake sorcery type shit, man. I'm just saying, I loved it. You meet a woman right there, you meet a woman, man. You know what I'm saying? You meet a girl, right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? The payphones, everything that was attached to that shit, landlines. You know what I'm saying? When you was out with your girl, you didn't have to worry about somebody goddamn hitting you up like that, blowing your phone up. Did you see what's on social media? I see brothers with semi freaking bad females, right? And the female is walking behind the brother on her phone, and he's just walking ahead. Man, hell no. Hell no. For real. He said, Ben Ezra, I heard you OC goals at the beach in Miami. Man, get them niggas paid, bro. So you can come out of high. And Ben, I know you want to talk on these panels. You can't talk on the panels when you go open debt. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, Cam already done pulled up over this. I didn't even know you owed the man money. Square him up, man. D-Ray said release July or we get active. For real, right? Release it in July, man, because that's the 1 year anniversary, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Seriously. That ain't cool. Oh, we gonna have a nice little reunion, man. And we gonna have a nice little reunion, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's gonna be different, man. Woo, that seafood gonna be banging. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna be intoxicated. I'm just putting it out there already. A brother's gonna partake in a beverage to quench my thirst. Not any kind of thirst, but this will consist of a certain percentage of alcohol. Yes, and it's gonna taste delicious too. Yes, sir. We're gonna goddamn celebrate. We're gonna celebrate until the night, man. Because you know, at first I'm gonna definitely try to get in contact with. You know what I'm saying? You know, pigeons up that motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? Flying elephants. I saw Dumbo ass up there. Goddamn jumping off motherfucking raptors flying through the motherfucking arena. I don't want to see none of that. I want to see the fight as production did it. Not from a nigga that's way up there where he can see the clouds and outside Vegas, see the lights. You know what I'm saying? Mosquitoes, families of mosquitoes and shit. Motherfucking what's that bird? That big ass motherfucker to be goddamn grabbing hold of goats off the mountains. What's that trick? I know Trick the wildlife expert. What's the name of them birds that Trick? They be goddamn scooping them goats off the mountain, them big ass goats off the mountain, and picking them up and dropping them and catching them at the end, and they be all broken up and dead. Smart ass birds, boy. Smart than a motherfucker, dog. But y'all, hey man, it's been cool. Release July, we get active facts. Second biggest fish fry in history. Now, not the Golden Eagle, man. They tossed them. Is it the Golden Eagle? I thought it was a different name. The ones to be grabbing hold of them goats, them big ass mountain goats, man, and they'll fly them off, and then they would drop them sometime, or they'd just keep on. If it's too heavy, sometimes they'll just drop them down. They just come crashing all the way down the mountain. They'll catch them at the end. Eagles. You might be right about the Eagles, though. You know what I'm saying? I think you're right about that, Tree. Oh, yeah, you was right. Golden Eagles, I think. Is it? It's the Golden Eagle, yeah. I think it's the Golden Eagle. See, I can always call goddamn Safari Trick. Safari Trick know all about the goddamn freaking wildlife. Yeah, them Golden Eagles. Yeah, them Golden Eagles. Yeah. Appreciate the info. Them Golden Eagles be picking up mountain goats, bro. You know the motherfucker that was recording that fight, nigga. He was up there right next to a Golden Eagle eating a goat, dog. Motherfucker almost dropped it on his head, man. He was so far up in the stands. Haney better talk to Spence and see who he talked to about removing his fight on YouTube. Jessica's taking shots, man. I don't know. I don't know why you all have taken an approach of being the rebellers now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are rebelling with a cause. You're trying to say that Devin Haney should switch it up a little bit and say, if you really want to know how to have a fight removed, go to that of Errol Spence. And they will see, I think it has to be, see, with Spence, he was with the promoter. He was with the promoter who was attached to the network. The bad thing about Haney, he has to submit a petition like he did because he's not signed to the network. He wasn't signed. So they don't care. Yeah, they don't care, y'all. But I like that, circumventing, going around, trying to find out who you can talk to, breaking the chain of command. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Jamal Nazy on deck. What's good with it, Nazy in the building? And but what I missed, gotta watch the replay. Man, you missed a whole hell of a lot coming in here, damn near close to an hour and a half, but it's all good. Hit the replay button. You know what I'm saying? We was just talking about how, Shawn Porter clickbait the audience to thinking he was gonna talk to Spence about the epic fight, July 29th, but he up here talking about the epic fight between him and Spence back in 2019. I didn't like that, man. For real, I ain't like that at all. I just felt like I need to walk up on Shawn Porter and goddamn, take his cap off his head and say, hey, man, hey, close your eyes. Tell him that nigga close his eye. Bang! Slap the shit out of Shawn Porter with his cap. Now, stop playing with me now. Stop playing. You know good and well the epic fight is Crawford Spence, not freaking motherfucking Shawn Porter and Spence. And you don't put that shit in your title and fool people and then sit back and laugh about it. Oh, they get mad. They big mad. No, man, you supposed to be more mature than that. You gonna laugh and joke with Spence? Why? What is there to joke about, man? I mean, goddamn, why is it this nigga? Look, Shawn. If you're gonna have Spence on there, man, y'all not trying to do the better good of boxing. For real. Y'all trying to censor media. It's a lot of boxers that's has started podcasts as a second method of monetary payout. You know what I'm saying? A second mode of income. But y'all not really doing anything special, man. Like, this was a golden opportunity to ask Spence about everything. How he's feeling since the last fight, to take us through the fight. What did he know? I mean, which round did he really find out that he was about to get his ass beat? What did he think about the second round knockdown with a jab? Did you say, ooh, I had to slip on something? Or this nigga didn't come to play? He's stronger than I thought. It was a lot of areas where Shawn Porter just could have asked him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just ask. Just ask, bro. My listeners want to know, We want to be able to go over the fight together. We want to see the oohs and the ahs. We want to hear the punches. That's all. That's all. We want to hear the punches, man. Because it was bad. God damn it, it was bad. When you told that man to goddamn line him up with the hook, and then you goddamn turn that hook into that jab into a hook. You know what I'm saying? Line him up with a jab and then turn that jab into a hook. Who and how ever would have thought that they baby Spence would look like this? Ooh, so perfect. So perfect of a battle encounter, yo. Seriously. I mean, I thought to myself plenty of times when I'm looking at this picture, I feel a little selfish. I wish I would have been the one who took it. Why couldn't there have been a you couldn't clench their arrow? Rolling with the punches arrow. I guess it felt like you was rolling with the punches once you seen his fist slide off your jawbone. I get it. Um, what about feinting? I didn't see a lot of feinting. You know what I'm saying? I did see the jab. I saw the hook to the body, pull counter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was even needed. You know what I'm saying? What about counter punch shifting? Maybe Errol Spence, you should have hit Crawford low, man, and slow the fight down. Real talk. I'm not saying do it next. You know, if you beat Fundora, you know, but I'm just saying within that battle space there, Spence, you have to be able to go to a different threshold in fight camp to fuck with Crawford. That little 7 pounds you talking about, it's not gonna be it. It's not gonna be it to get you battle ready, bro. You're gonna have to really sit down and watch film, and you're gonna have to understand how you're gonna get the best of your boxing luminary. You know what I'm saying? You got to think of some shit that's high capacity. You can't come in there with comparing it to a firearm and rounds in the chamber, and you're talking about 22s or pellets. You know, you got to go in there with a mission there, Spence. But I don't think it's ever going to be able to happen with Crawford. I think that's time has happened, and I'm gonna say it first here. For those of you that still in the chat, listening. I don't see Errol Spence beating Fundora. Hopefully you all don't try to report me to the HR department and anything like that so I can tell them to kiss my black ass. But I don't see Errol Spence pulling off what would be considered a little upset because it is his debut. And I don't see it doing it. I don't see him doing it, y'all. I can't see him doing it. You know? Maybe my reservoir of confidence have been infected. Maybe I have the disease of doubt that has infiltrated my reservoir of confidence. I'm serious. But what I want to tell you is I don't see him beating Sebastian Fundora. And therefore, it may potentially eliminate a match 2 with Crawford Spence. But let me tell you once again, there's help. And you know what that help is, people? You better be on the same sheet of music. What if Sebastian Fundora got the orders? I think if Sebastian get the orders, if he got the orders, Sebastian will come out the loser in this fight. Just to set up a money fight with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Yes. And then we're going to have to get our suits ready, y'all. I'm telling you all ahead of time. If in 2025 that we get undisputed, Terrence Crawford has the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO, and Errol Spence has the WBC, and they're fighting next year. What I would suggest to you all ahead of time, I don't know what your health is, your weight is right now, what your money, your bank account, but wherever this fight is being held, I would suggest everybody attempt to make reservations to be there, because there's a lot of us that wasn't there the first time, but I want a lot more of you all to be there the second time so we can take that group picture. Yeah, we got to take this group motherfucking picture, dog. When it comes here the second time and Crawford go in there and stomp that motherfucker out, man. We got to take a group picture. Yes, it's gonna happen, y'all. We're gonna take a group picture. Yes, sir. We're gonna take a group picture the right way, because when the aerosexuals went over there with their smoking bud pack shirt on, they never had an opportunity to take a freaking group picture because they motherfucking ass used the shirt to goddamn wash those tears away. While I was at home laughing at you, dumbass. I was laughing. Ooh, I felt so good, babe. I was laughing at they dumbass, laughing at they dumbass, laughing, laughing at they dumbass. Yeah, I was laughing at you, but this time, you know what I'm saying, 2025, it should be, whole year in between, right? Year plus in between, and that's what we're gonna do, people. You know what I'm saying? Those of you that rock heavy with Bud, we're gonna try to go out in grand numbers, because by then, I'm pretty sure the aerosexuals are not going to really return to the crime scene once again. Because I'm thinking this fight would definitely be at the T-Mobile again, and I dare them. They're not going to try to bring out the smoking bud pack shirt. They're not going to do that to piss him the fuck off. I think it's our turn. It's gonna be like Mad Max up in that bitch. We come in heavy in numbers, and we're gonna show our support for Crawford's last fight, if he plan on retiring, because he unify and become the first fighter to be three division undisputed. It's over. So we'll show you how it's done. The aerosexual. We'll show you how it's done. We're gonna show up. We're gonna show you how it's done. We're gonna get the group picture. Y'all attempted to want to get the group picture. We're gonna get the group picture. All of you that support Spence, we're gonna get the group picture, and we're gonna get it before the fight. We don't have to wait till the fight. We're gonna get it before the fight. Unlike those aerosexuals, they didn't take it before the fight because they didn't have confidence he was gonna win the fight. God damn it. We have confidence that he gonna go in there and goddamn practice on his tap dancing once again. Believe me. We getting the group picture, god damn it. He said tell Al to come back. Oh, Al, where are you? Al's not like us. 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 Oh, Al ain't like us, y'all. They ain't like us. They are not like us, bro. He got up out of there. The alphabet boys would be so mad. No, man. Don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole live was doubt. And we was basing everything on peace, man, and love and goodwill, man. We know where we at. You know, if we ever was to go up in there, man, we gonna take them group pictures ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? They are not like us. They are not like us. They are not like us. They're not like us. They're Neasy. We're gonna take the picture ahead before the fight. You know what I'm saying? Send it to every aerospace. Make that shit go viral. Send it to everybody. We're gonna post them joints before the motherfucker even start. To let people know we out here. We're gonna get this motherfucking photo before Crawford go in there and get this man his second loss. That's if he's able to get past Fundora. A big part of me says no. A big part of me say, Errol Spence, it ain't happening, bro. Say goodbye to what we had. How do you do goodbye? Goddamn it! How you gonna say goodbye to them motherfucking shirts? You gonna how you gonna say goodbye to a lot of that shit? Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But until next time, man, y'all. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game, and understand this ain't going nowhere. It's only the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's only the beginning. Support the channel, y'all. Man, you know, I was monetized and still kicked it with y'all. I mean, I was demonetized and still kicked it. Support the channel. This shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Show love to two-time undisputed, Omaha's own. Shout out to the future world champion, Jahad Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his team that's doing an amazing, amazing job over there. Got some killers in there. From Jahad Tucker to Jamali Tucker to Bam Bam, who's in the plaid next to his brother Molly. Shout out to everybody else that was in the picture, their mother. The News by Shaw News. Shout out to the team. You know what I'm saying? If it's come to Jahad Tucker, you better ask somebody. Remember, I tried to tell you he's gonna be one of the most exciting. Just give him time to get his swag together. You know what I'm saying? And put all that together. But I close you out with this right here. I would put some music to it, but there's no need. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They don't like each other. Don't like each other. Don't like each other. Pay me, bitch. Pay me, bitch. Pay me, bitch. I don't like you, nigga. Don't like you, nigga. Okay, pay me, bitch. Pay me, bitch. I don't like you, but pay me, bitch. I don't like you, but pay me, bitch. You said a verbal. I said, pay me, bitch. Pay me, bitch. Look at that right there. Goddamn, look the way he looking at him. Nigga, you owe me. That's that nigga, you owe me look. Nigga, you owe me, man. And you ain't getting shit right now, nigga. The way I feel, man. How many times I got punched in the face, man? You didn't teach me right, man. You ain't fall up to the deal. You didn't own up to the deal, man. No, man. This nigga fucked me up tonight. I ain't have not one answer. You want me to pay you? Nigga, I paid you, man. Off a verbal, nigga. We got a verbal. I said, you ain't getting no more money. We got a verbal, dude. I gave you everything I had. Serious, man. This is one of the most infamous motherfucking thumbnails to end the denies right there. To end it. I put it out there. To conclude it. It's been done ever since. They want to act like I ain't know what I talked to. As always, you know what I'm saying? He got on the plane and went up to Anthony Joshua. Look at this. Warning signs, red flag. Derrick James was disgusted with Errol Spence. Disgusted. But on a peaceful note, man, Jahad Tucker, you continue to do your thing, man. Got some good plans for you. Good plans. This man is on the billboard in freaking New York City, doing big things, man. Yes, sir. Big things. And look, shout out to GTD. It's a lot of people got his name in their mouth. Shakur Stevenson talking about possibly after Lomachenko. If you understand one thing, that's Shakur Stevenson. I like you as a fighter. But you better read Gervonta Davis' belt line in this motherfucker. And I'm gonna leave you like that. You better read that belt line there, Shakur Stevenson. That's all I'm telling you right there. You better read that belt line. It says El Chin Checker, man. You better read the belt line. Period. Before you sign that contract. Shout out to Jamal Neezy with the $2 super chat. Lighting up the tree of life. The WCS, I appreciate you, Neezy, always supporting the channel, man. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate the super sticker. Jamal Neezy is in the building. Appreciate you, big dog. Aerosexuals pray every night before they go to bed. Anu is the first to become 3-time undisputed. Oh shit, man, good one. That's a good one. That's slick. Hey, man, come on, man. Come on, that's slick. You know what I'm saying? Got to put that up there for replay game. Man, that's hilarious. For real. You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, man. Shout out to Neezy for that donation. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Alvarez in the building. Yeah, man. Derrick James looked at that nigga like he was mad, disgusted at him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mad, disgusted. Seriously. Mad, disgusted. Mad, disgusted. Spence, brother, no chance. Look, physically matched up, 1-on-1, I give Errol Spence no chance of beating Crawford. If you're talking about a fixed fight with a referee and the judges involved and all that, yeah, I give him a high percentage. Real talk. But as far as going mano a mano, head up, skill for skill, I don't give Errol Spence no chance.